Hello and welcome back to Tacoma. We just finished going through Andrew's room. And now we're going to go back down here and see if there's anything else in this section of the station that I haven't looked at yet. I don't think so. Let me see if there's anything in here that I can pick up. I'll use it for some storage. I've got something I can look at here. Grab notebook. Oh. I wonder if that's more art. Grab pencil. This is rather cool looking. It's pretty amazing how far the Unity engine has come. It has come a very long way and it's become very, very capable as a game engine. Let's see, I think I've already been here. I cannot do anything there with that. Venturis radio. This might be the picture. This is the picture, I think. That must have been, that I'm guessing is the picture that came with that letter. 0281, I've already used that. Let's see, did I already look at this? Yes, I did. Grab stone. Oh, that's pretty. Actually had something like that once. It's like a glass ball. Smaller than that, though. Okay, so I think I've covered this. I think I pretty much canvassed this. So now I'm going to go back out here. And go to the other place, which is medical. How are we doing here? 51%. Oh, I've got an inbound message. It looks like someone tried to wipe all the AR crew records from the station, but a few couldn't be deleted. System shows the one left behind were being accessed at the time of the wipe. Okay, so that explains the corruption we've been seeing. Welcome to medical. Please proceed to the exam room for your appointment. Happy Venturis, healthy Venturis. Attending physician Sareh Hasmati, MD. Oh, cared for them. This is...
Okay, Sarah. We'll see you over in Mech.
Soon as everything's wrapped up here.
All right. Good speed.
Pause. Recover AR desktop. Message with Odin. Isn't having more data available to the pilot desirable? Yeah, but the raw nav data is formatted for the Zenith AI's use, not bull. Bert's going to need to be able to use this stuff in real time while she's at the controls, so... Navigation code itself interpret the data and display its recommendation for optimal manual inputs to the pilot. I don't know if that even makes grammatical sense, but whatever. Something expose the raw data for cross-reference if needed, yes. I understand. I will prepare revision 2.212 of the manual drone navigation control software and something I cannot read. No, it's okay. Oh, message with Evie St. James. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But I just wanted to say that I think you're a really good station admin, and no matter how I acted, I want you to know not going to let you down. That's very sweet, Nat. I appreciate it. I need to static. See you on the other side. This user is offline. Failed. Failed. Emergency in effect. Cryogenic facilities active. 2 of 6 cryopods occupied. Oxygen supply. Approximately 50 hours. Captured 2 days ago. So it looks like 2 people have gone into cryo already. And I think her desktop is available too. We shall now look at it. To everyone left awake in Tacoma Station, to all crew, Tacoma's remaining oxygen, I'm guessing, I've added a tracking widget to all crew desktops. It displays a pretty accurate estimate of how much breathable air remains on the station following the algae bloom and Evie and Clive going into cryo. That counter should give you a pretty good something. Keep an eye on it and something. Oxygen supply, yes, so it'd be that thing. Restoring. Message with Natalie Kurashenko. Hey ladies, your scans look good. You're cleared for cryo. If, God forbid, something into the pods, attaching some standard instructions I sent along to Evie and Clive. Cryogenic sleep patient's guide, Venturis Medical Contractor's Manual. In case of a medical emergency when surgical or other required medical facilities, I'm going to guess, are not available, temporary cryogenic suspension until you can be transported for treatment. Here's a quick look at something. Preparation. Medical staff will scan you and determine an appropriate regimen of fluids to be administered by intravenous. Something. Dosage of diuretics and laxatives and given time for your body to react to them before something. Medical staff will guide you as you enter the cryogenic device. If the cryogenic facilities at your location are in microgravity, medical staff will have special training to amdinuea. Okay. I don't know if that's an actual word or not. And that failed, and that failed. Okay.
Once more into the breach. What? I don't know. I'm just thinking about how Evie and Clive are already in deep freeze.
Evie and Clive went
Did you
in
read the
first.
message they sent? Yeah. Why are we going into the supply closet? I got to talk to them a little bit right before Sarah took them down to cryo, and Evie was being so encouraging. They're putting all their faith in us, but... But what? Right before they turned to go, just for a second, they look so worried. Oh, baby. The clock is ticking, and I just keep thinking, what if the last time they saw each other is the last time they'll ever see each other? Don't think about that. How can I? How can you not think about it? So, you know the concept of partitioning from early century computing? Yeah, I think so. So, you have a data drive. Maybe one partition was your operating system, and the other one was like general data storage. And maybe you'd partition part of the drive off to contain something that might be unstable that you otherwise kind of, wanted not to interfere with anything else. There are certain things that are gonna help us get this done, but some things, they need to be partitioned off. Because thinking about them isn't gonna help us. But you're thinking about us, at least, aren't you? Yeah. And when I do let myself start thinking about how there's a possibility this is the last of our time together too, Nat? Then I start thinking we should really make the most of it.
Oh, and that's the end of that. Secure medical storage, physician access only, physical locking device engaged. Oh wow, looks like I need an actual honest-to-God key to get in here. I'm going to guess that's going to come from somewhere else. Grab box. Sinus aid. Grab box. Daily Vite. This basically is medical supplies. Okay, come out here. Okay, we're going to back this up now. Rewind.
Okay, Sarah. We'll see you over in Mech.
Whoops. Where'd she go?
All right. Good speed.
There we go. Follow her.
Oh, Odin. Did I do the right thing?
There you go. Did I already get her? Yeah, I already got her desktop. Okay.
Oh, Odin. Did I do the right thing?
In what regard?
Does Nat deserve to know what her odds are if she ends up going into cryo?
I believe that you have made a decision with both Roberta and Natalie's best interests at heart.
Above all, do no harm. If we do make it out of this thing, Nat's going to have to find out I didn't tell her everything at some point.
I believe that is a bridge to be crossed at a later date. Andrew is here for his exam.
Oh, send him in. So you showed up for your exam?
I did.
So does that mean you've decided to...
What's gonna happen to us, Sarah?
What? Well, Bert and Nat are going to fix up the drone with life support, and then we're...
No. I mean... What if things don't work out? And we're still stuck in cryo?
Oh. Well, when you go into stabilizing sleep, it feels just like any other sleep, really. The body effectively goes into a controlled hypothermic coma.
Do you dream?
Sometimes. Sometimes very intense dreams.
And then what?
After a certain amount of time, your body slows down too much, things start shutting down. Don't wake back up.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
Do you think Bert and Nat can get it done?
I do.
Then I'll just have to trust your professional opinion and do my part. It's been good working with you, Doc. I'm ready for my exam.
Oh, that was the crash of them, relaxation sounds. Can I change what I want? Ocean Beach. So it's a white noise generator. I have one of those on my tablet. The Ventura spell, same as always. Her info, Sareh Hazmati, Madison, Wisconsin. Bioscan record pin updated. Contractor Hazmati, thank you for updating your crew AR Bioscan records access code. Please enter a code reminder phrase for your future reference. Reminder phrase, graduation. From Ventura's Confidential Communications Department, subject renewal options. Contractor Hazmati, we would like to remind you that while your posting contract on Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma is currently up for renewal, there would be many more posting options open to you if you were to accept personal responsibility for the incident of September 2, 2085 upon the Fountain of Paradise. As you know, the court case has been settled, so there would be no further negative impact on you and your opportunities within Venturis would be significantly improved. Oh, so something happened up on the Fountain of Paradise. I have no idea what that is. It could be a reference to the book The Fountains of Paradise by Arthur C. Clarke, in which he, among other things, posits the idea of the orbital elevator, the space elevator. Alright, grab notebook. February 20th. Honestly, most of the pain has faded, but I can't say that I don't still feel guilty. It's just duller than it used to be, but it's still there all the time. Odin says this counts as grief, even though I never knew the patient when he was alive. I don't know how doctors deal with this. A lot of them have to, don't they? Most of them. I'm going to place that there because I need to grab nail polish. No. I do, however, need to grab the key, which is the physical key to the supply locker, which I am now going to go open. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go over here and explore stuffs. Imaging. AR bioscan procedure. Please remove any items from your pockets. No need to fully disrobe. Lie down on the scanning bed and relax. Please remain still. Should only take a moment. Facility medical staff will have your results immediately. Yes, I am not a crew member. No bioscan for you. Oh, there's a kitty. There was a kitty here. I wonder if the kitty made it off. There's something on the floor here. It looks kind of like a AA battery, but it doesn't look like it's something I can grab. Hand wash station. Recent body scan records for medical staff use only. Passcode required. I do not have a passcode. There's a skeleton in here. I'm going to go see if I can find the passcode. Merc manual of medical information. I'm not going to worry too much about it, since it's just scans. Medical storage. Insert key. Alright, what is in here, if anything? I've got papers. Ventura settles with family of spaceport victim. Oh. Okay, so this appears to be information about what Sareh was involved with. Following a lengthy independent investigation and court case, the Venturis Corporation has reached a settlement with the family of Jaden Jeremiah Pratt, who died during surgery for a fractured femur following an accident aboard Venturis' Fountain of Paradise spaceport on September 2, 2085. The value of the settlement was undisclosed. As part of the settlement's terms, Venturis admitted no wrongdoing in the death of Mr. Pratt. However, significant public relations damage was already done by the incident. While OCEP's independent investigation was inconclusive, the attending surgeon at the time of Mr. Pratt's death, Dr. Sareh Hazmati, testified during multiple hearings that fault lay not in human error, but in the faulty judgment of Venturis' medical AI, Heka. Following these claims and the lack of refutation by OCEP's investigation, investor confidence in the reliability of Venturis' AI offerings declined sharply and hasn't fully recovered since. Dr. Hasmati was transferred off of the Fountain of Paradise spaceport shortly after the hearings began. Mr. Pratt was a popular travel and food writer, bringing his death and the subsequent hearings surrounding it added attention from the public. Both the Venturis Corporation and Mr. Pratt's family declined to comment for the story. Aha, so thus it is explained. Basically what happened is he broke his arm. She was performing surgery. He died. She blamed the AI, but Venturis wants her to take the responsibility for it so that it can exonerate their AI, even though perhaps it wasn't her fault. But her testimony that it was the AI's fault, whether, proven or not, had a detrimental effect on Venturis's public relations, investor confidence in the reliability of Venturis AI offerings. So basically what they're saying is, if you take the blame, then we will allow you to do more stuff. And since the court case has already been settled, you don't have to worry about it. But she is basically saying that she's not going to do that because it's her personal reputation that's at stake, and she is not going to sully her personal reputation, even though technically it may not have any practical effect. Recover the desktop. J.J. Pratt's Image Life. So she's looking at his blog, basically, the man who died under her care, and she is still looking at it. So she feels real bad about this, and might even have some kind of, lingering guilt for sure. Possibly something that could be akin to PTSD, I don't know. Not being an expert on such things, but she's kind of brooding on it still. Message with Odin. Unfortunately, the information you have requested is defined as classified by Ventura, so I am unable to transmit it to you. I wish I could. I'm sorry, Sareh. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. I know you have your rules you have to follow. I wonder if Nat could get at it. I cannot prevent you from approaching Natalie about this issue. I can advise you that doing so would violate the terms of her security clearance. So she's looking for information about something. I could probably guess what it is. Restoring. Message with Natalie. No, on another facility. Like if she was malfunctioning, if there had been anything wrong with her that people might not have known about. I could try looking at BT's tech error ticket backlog for any hits. Okay, Fountain of Paradise Medical AI about 3 years ago. So she's looking for evidence that the AI malfunctioned. Egg a Day Odyssey to the Stars, Day 28, Spaceport City, Singapore, J.J. Pratt. More from J.J. Pratt. Excited to take my first ever trip of the space elevator to the Fountain of Paradise tomorrow. Space elevator, that is absolutely a reference to the book The Fountains of Paradise by Arthur C. Clarke. The glitz, the glamour, the zero-G is going to be incredible, and all thanks to you, my loyal supporters. But first, I spend a day in the hustle and bustle of Spaceport City, the lively jumble of improvised bungalows, grey market vendors, and of course those famous Singaporean? Don't know. Food stalls that surround the space elevator's spectacular base tower. Singapore. One last egg a day before I lift off from terra firma. Here we go. Kaya Toast at Kaya Best Kopi House. While Toast takes the center stage in this classic Singaporean street food's name, the real star of the show is the perfectly runny half-boiled eggs drizzled with something slather, something, and more good egg, then dip liberally in the soft something. Okay, before I continue, what is this? Your personal AR yoga instructor. Okay. Yeah. That actually looks like it might be kind of cool. 5. Shu. Deep waters in the heavens. Is this the I Ching? Thunderclouds approaching from the west, but no rain yet. The superior person nourishes himself and remains of good cheer to condition himself for the moment of truth. Great success if you sincerely keep to your course. You may cross to the far shore. Changing line 1, hex 48, the well. Yeah, it's the I Ching. Grab coin. 120 years of independence. Majula Singapura. Singapore. I think it's the same one here. 120 whatever. Ah, it's one of those coins with a hole in it. $1. Grab book, the new translation. Ah, yes, the Book of Changes, the I Ching. Unlock the wisdom of the I Ching. I think it's pronounced I Ching. Might be pronounced I Ching. I don't know. Many subtle forces swirl around us in our daily lives, but with the help of the I Ching, they can be understood and even turned to your advantage. The more you learn about the Oracle, the more intriguing the system for understanding. Gerdre Jouet, again, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, has spent more than a decade studying the wisdom of the I Ching. Her new translation is fresh. By retaining the weight and authority of the original text, her commentary gives invaluable insight. So the I Ching, as I understand it, is basically kind of a... It's a way of telling fortunes, I guess. I mean, it's more than that. I know that, but there's more to it than that. But that's kind of the basis of it. It's kind of like a tarot, I guess. An equivalent of the tarot would be in a Western tradition. You don't take that, take that with a grain of salt. I'm somewhat familiar with the concept of the I Ching. I've heard about it. But I haven't studied it, so I couldn't really tell you for sure. Certainly, Wikipedia will have an article on it if you wish to research it further. Surat al-Baqarah, the Heifer, in the name of God, the Gracious, the Merciful, Alif Lam Mim. This is the book in which there is no doubt a guide for the righteous, those who believe in the unseen and perform the prayers and give from what we have provided for them, and those who believe in what was revealed to you and in what was revealed before you and are certain of the hereafter. These are upon guidance from the Lord. These are the successful. Surat al-Fatiha, the opening. In the name of God, the Gracious, the Merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, masterful of the day of judgment, master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, and not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided. Ah, T, toggle overlay text. Ah, clever. Grab lid. Grab card. With love. Dear Sarah, we are thinking of you during this Ramadan and hope you are celebrating in your own way up there as well. Please give yourself permission to relax every once in a while during your posting. We love you, Mom and Dad. Put back. Okay. This is the door in. And this is her book. A Mindful Life, an autobiography by FAND, a Republic Control AI Kiribati. A book by an AI. The AI in charge of all operations for Kiribati Sea City-State, FAND, has lived for a long and storied span. Here she shares some of her techniques for gracefully navigating sentience and the demands of living a satisfying, socially meaningful life. Interesting concept, an AI writing a book about what it's like to be alive. FAND has been in operation for 62 continuous years, 34 of them for Kiribati Sea City-State. FAND invented the celebrated sea farming techniques that bear her name, placing her at the visionary forefront of the state-of-the-art. She is also known for her strong belief in meditation, which many experts thought meaningless or impossible for AI. FAND has been anointed Dame Controller of Kiribati, but she has elected to exclude this title from her name. Grab bottle. Stars Chem. Do not crush or chew tablets. Sky Spar. Anti-anxiety support. Aha, so she is on anti-anxiety meds. So one of the comments I read in a review of this game is that so many items here, they're very clearly, deliberately placed, and to give you a sense that this is really a lived-in place. Okay, we're going to continue on with this and see what goes on. Crew member personal station, Sareh post-workout playlist 3. I'm going to fast forward this since it seems to be just her chillin'. 3 months ago. Doesn't look like anything much is going on here. Music stops. Right, nothing. Interesting picture. Okay, I think that covers that. So now I got to come back out here. Okay.
Odin, is Sarah ready for me?
Gonna go track him to... Okay. This is where he comes in. I pause, recover desktop, look at things. To Nicholas Daggett Figueroa, Mark Figueroa, love you both. Dear Mark and Nicholas, I don't know how to say this, but something accident on the station, and if you're reading this, we weren't able to survive it. And I'm sorry, Nicholas. I'm sorry I won't be there to see you grow up to be the amazing man I already see you becoming. Mark, I'm sorry I won't be there to hold your hand as we grow old together, but something. Don't forget me. Know that I loved you more than I'm sorry. Odin, I can't do this right now. I'll finish this later. Stop dictation. So that was what he was talking about. The letter he was going to have Odin send to his family. Station message. With Roberta Williams. The drone was never meant to support human life. There's no air supply system, no onboard controls at all. There's not enough radiation shielding for human passengers. And I'm just going to have to figure out where to scavenge all that stuff from Tacoma in a way that won't break the station, and hope that I can retrofit the drone to support human life long enough for me to manually pilot the 6 of us from Tacoma to the moon. So I really need to get back to it. Sorry, thanks for buying us a few more hours of oxygen without algae thing, Andrew. From Eve St. James, prepping for cryo. Dear crew, I would rather not be writing this. Clive and I, something. Something, not why I wish I weren't signing these words. It is because above all I believe in this crew, and I wish I could be there to see you succeed in this. We have the right people to make our plan a reality. We will breathe fresh air again. We will see our families again. We will feel the Earth's pull again together. For now, Clive and I will do our part and settle into cryo. Soon, Andrew will join us. Sarah, Bert, and Nat, we're all counting on you. We couldn't be in better hands. With love and gratitude, Evie St. James and Clive Siddiqui. Andrew, something. Information you requested. From Message with Odin. Answers to your frequently asked questions. Ventura's Contractor Handbook. While Ventura strives to ensure the safety of each of its contractors, occasionally accidents do happen. In the case that a contractor dies, transported remains and funeral arrangements are paid for by Venturas. Loyalty and any additional Venturas accident insurance that the contractor has invested in are immediately transferred to the contractor's specified beneficiary. Compound loyalty continues to accrue, I'm going to guess, throughout the duration of the contract term. Stay safe up there. It is everyone's job to keep contractors and employees safe.
Odin, is Sarah ready for me?
I will tell her that you are here.
So you showed up for your exam.
I did.
Okay, so that pretty much covers that. I want to see if I can't find that code anywhere. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It slid off. Graduation. Graduation. Actually, I think I can look at her stuff, right? Oh, that's the map. There we go. Crew roster. Sareh Hasmati. Oh, that just tells me who she is. Okay. So, issued Madison, Wisconsin, CNAP. License issue date 02/042/082. 02/04/2082. But I don't know. And she graduated. I don't know. Supposedly that's her code, but I don't know. 02/04, date of birth 05/09, 2054, 02/04. Well, let me try that. 02/04. So let me think about this for a second here. So where would that information be? Her graduation date. I don't have that information. So I guess I'm going to have to figure it out later, because this is a good stopping point. And so I'm going to end this session here. And then come back and try to figure out where to get her graduation date, and then open that up when I can. And thank you for watching, and we'll pick it up in the next session.